Hi Leo, welcome to your Astro Reel. We're going to be taking a look at the dates of May 15th to May 31st, 2023, but you guys know these readings are timeless and signless, so that means you don't have to have any significant Leo placements at all, and you don't have to be watching this video when it's being published in order for messages to be for you. If you're watching and you find it resonates, then yeah. And if it doesn't, I would invite you to back pocket it and wait to see how the energies unfold, because chances are it's still within your energetic potential, but haven't quite made its way to your conscious mind perspective as yet. That being said, if you'd like to work with me more personally, to have any individual readings done or energy healing sessions done, you know exactly where to find me at my Etsy page. But without further ado, let's jump in, because already I'm feeling, you heard me starting to stumble over my words, I'm already feeling your guilt. So Leo, I also want to call you Cancer, and I also want to call you Capricorn. I can't even say it. Wow. So 1 minute and 1 second, what's going on here? It feels like the bottom dropped out for somebody here. Let me go ahead and write that down. The bottom feels like the bottom dropped out for somebody here. It could be you or it could be someone else. I can't even talk when I'm talking here. So whoever this is about, or maybe this little significant part is to identify one of you listeners or whatever, but there may be some type of jaw issue, or what is it? Is it TMJ? Anyway, or some type of issue, or someone who grinds their teeth or makes this like grimacing look like eek, yikes, you know what I'm talking about. It's like your mouth opens like eek or whatever is going on here. I'm getting a lot actually. Sagittarius energy is also coming into play. And the guides are laughing because they're like, somebody here has a Sagittarius placement and thought they could get away. You can get away, but we see you too, right? But anyway, whatever this energy is, it feels like the bottom dropped out. Like maybe you were moving with a lot of bravado, like you were making ultimatums, is what this feels like for somebody here, or all of you. And what happened that made the bottom drop out is that it was all bravado. And 2 minutes, 22 seconds, someone called your bluff. And guess what? Now we don't know. I say we don't know because part of me wants to say, where are they? Maybe they've ghosted. Maybe they've left. Maybe there's something here. But I do want to say that when I turned the camera on, I heard the words, "You should have known better." However, that would have been you, quote unquote, speaking to yourself like, oh, come on, man, you should have known better. Like this, you should have known better. I should have known better. And that's the energy. I do see an energy here of stubbornness too. So there's a little bit of an energy like, oh my God, I'm playing wrong and strong. You know what? Let me give you a quick example because it's coming up. Let's imagine, this doesn't have to be specific, but let's imagine that a father has this major blowout with his kid. His kid's like 18, 19, whatever, and he lives at home, but he has this major blowout with his dad, and it's something like, well, if you don't want me to live here, then fine. Well, if you play, no, he was like, if the dad, I'm treating it like this is some real thing. But anyway, like the dad said, you know what? Yeah, as long as you're under my roof, you're going to do as I say. And the kid's like, well, maybe I don't want to be under your roof. 3 minutes, 33 seconds. And the dad's like, okay, well, no one's stopping you. The door's right there. And the kid's like, well, maybe I will go out the door. And he leaves, right? And then the dad's like huffing and puffing. And then he's like, whatever, good riddance. And then he's hanging around. Notice the energies are very masculine here. Even this Queen of Swords is appearing very masculine. So it's and this is the Capricornian energy I'm getting right here. This is the underlay here. And so it's like the dad's all day, time is going. It was 8 a.m. when they argued. Now it's 2 something. It's getting kind of late. And he's kind of waiting in his chair, watching TV, expecting the sun to come in, but kind of afraid that the sun's not going to come in, right? And so here we are at this moment, like, well, is the sun coming in? Is this person coming back? For some of you in a relationship, did I give an ultimatum that this person is going to call me on and totally leave, right? So this is the energy. I see some of you steeling yourself for some type of not eventuality, potentiality. So for example, I'm not gonna lie, just see some of you like, and this could be in your career actually playing out instead of relationships, but maybe checking your bank account, making sure that your affairs are in order in case someone wants to claim some of the money that you have. I also see some of you trying to put your mind onto other things, which can be a healthy thing, by the way, but put your mind onto other things, not in the sense like I'm going to pretend it's not there, but I'm going to do some yoga, kind of chill out, get myself back into shape and not really think about all of this. So whatever this is that's going on, the message that I'm here to tell you, God bless your buttons, is that you and this other force, it's almost like whoever this is, whether it's your company, some institution, an actual parental unit, an actual parent, sorry, another person, whatever, a relationship, whatever this is that you've squared off against and that you were kind of strong about. I almost said wrong. So there's an energy of I'm being wrong and strong, meaning I was in the wrong and I'm stubborn about it. Yeah, so I have to be honest, I do feel like maybe you were doing a bit too much, DTM, doing too much. So whatever this energy is, the two of you are vibing in the same way. And when I said that, it turned 5 minutes and 50 seconds. So that 5-5, you both are coming from a place of conflict. The values that you guys are both moving along is that you want to be heard and you believe you have something to say and you think that you have a right to say it. That is the similarity there. 6 minutes, 11 seconds. The alignment, you see the alignment, dunk, the alignment, dunk, right? So you both are butting heads because you're the same. Now, the reason why I have to say this is because this card, Queen of Swords, represents you, male, female, gender non-conforming, and here you are, jollily, yeah, jollily, that's the new adverb here, sitting in your chair, and you see how we have the two parts of the chair coming up and down. If you're on it, if you're on your stuff and you're being in that self-reflective mode, you'll realize, okay, my bad. We're both coming at it from the same mentality. So I'm calling the kettle black, he's calling the kettle black as well. There has to be some type of let's find a way to work this out because we both want the same thing. We just don't, we both go about it in a certain way that's just mutually not helpful, right? So I'm willing to work on it. 7 minutes, 11 seconds. If that's where you have arrived at this point, that's a good thing. By the time 4 p.m. rolls around, you're starting to see that, right? 7 p.m., hopefully this person sees it and comes in as well. But if you're not quite there yet, 7:27, 7 minutes 27, then you should listen to what I'm saying. That's what it is here for you. That's the message for you at this time. Leo / Cancer / Capricorn / Sagittarius. We got you 2 of Cups. What are we talking about? 7 minutes, 44 seconds. All right, so let's pull a card for this other person. God bless, 3 of Cups. And let's pull a card for you. God bless, Princess of Swords. Here you are. Queen of Swords, Princess of Swords. Look at you with the sword. This shows me the second reason why I'm here to give this message to you, because we see the 2 of Cups connecting this entire situation. So there's a camaraderie there. There are some misgivings there going on. This other person vibes younger than you. They don't have to be, but their mentality or something going on there. They also may have a fresh new perspective or be wanting to look at things with a fresh new pair of eyes. This may not even be an age thing, but an approach thing. And they're trying to rally or advocate for a new way of looking at something. And they're getting to this point where it's like, well, okay, if you're not going to be willing to hear me out, then I'm going to take away this thing, whatever it is. And see how she's like, well, I'm going to pull my cape away because you're making me waste my cape now. You're not willing to listen to me, so I'm going to not waste my words. This person, if you're wondering, can they still come around? I do feel that this person is still amenable to this situation, this relationship. But you, on the other hand, which is showing me a third reason why I feel like this message is coming through to you to intercept, is to show you that you're premature in trying to cut cords with this person at this time. Of course, please use your judgment. If you're dealing with someone who is abusive, then please, you should not be looking online at tarot readings to help you navigate this kind of relationship. This is a moment for you to take measures that are beyond just reflecting. Tarot readings are looking at the energetic space as it exists at this time, the most active potentials that are here. But it's the idea is for you to reflect. But if you're dealing with somebody who just makes you feel bad, makes your tummy hurt, whether they're causing it or you're just struggling with this situation, this is not a good sign, and this is showing you that you're dealing with something toxic, or you're dealing with somebody who is abusive to you, or somebody that maybe the two of you need to step back and deal and reflect individually and then come back. As I said, reflect individually. It was 10 minutes and 1 second, 1001. And some of you, if you're like me, may go to the timestamp like, did she really say it? But remember, I do add a beginning scene and an end scene to these videos, and so the timestamp is going to be thrown off a little bit. But anyway, so here you are being represented as the Princess of Swords. You're not the Queen of Swords uses good judgment. She sits, she reflects, she thinks, and she's not afraid to call the sword as needed, but she thinks, and when she does wield it, it's properly done. But you're being represented by the Princess of Swords prematurely going to cut something out of your life. I do want to let you know also that you're being asked to avoid listening to fly-by-night information, gossiping. As always, be mindful about what your needs are. If your needs are to be heard so you could tell the story and have your crying and be the victim and then not be the victim and be whatever you want, understand that that's what you need, and make sure that whoever you're venting to is aware of that, okay? We don't need anybody planning any heists or any tire slashing because you were in your feelings, okay? And they're an adult 11 minutes, 11 seconds who can't think for themselves, and they're doing all kinds of crazy things. No, you need to understand that if you need to vent, you find an outlet for venting. If you'd like to process, you find somebody 11 minutes, 22 seconds who is capable of being that sounding board and can help you to process. If they're struggling to process their own stuff, what are we doing? I'm like, hi, well, what are we doing? I just came to your house to ask you that. What are we doing? Why are you talking to your sister-in-law when she can't even manage her own stuff and she flies off the handle like that? This is not the person 11 minutes, 44 seconds to align with to discuss something like this, okay? So be mindful of your need, be mindful of your desire, and be mindful of going to the appropriate places to help you to receive what it is that you need. Don't get sloppy. Because now, this is what happens to a lot of relationships. Something happens and, both people go off to the side, and then one's, moaning and all this to their buddy, and their buddy gets all up in arms. You need to leave this person. You don't deserve this, and blah, blah, blah. They're not hearing the full story. And then you go and maybe act on the evidence, and you act on the guidance, and then you're screwing up your entire connection when really all you needed to do was cool off, get a clear head, consult with someone who has a wider perspective on things, and then move forward as an adult and deal with this issue. So anyway, let's look at this other person here represented as the Three of Cups. This person, let's see. Let me see. Let's pull one more card, because obviously I'm working with a few different energies. So what am I saying? The details just came at me, but they're going to be different for each of you. But generally speaking, this person means business. Do not mess around with this person. This person means business. Look at this person with this boar's head. It looks like it's in the flames, but it's not. It's on the table, but don't play. So do not set ultimatums 13 minutes, 13 seconds that you cannot follow up on. It's better to think and reflect and to speak properly. This is the Page of Swords yammering all over the place. Speak properly and be open with whoever you're dealing with, whether this is a person or an institution that you're discussing things with. 13 minutes, 31 seconds. Because this person, I do get this person's not showing their full hand, whatever it is. But please, before you jump to conclusions and say, this is the problem why I have with this person, they never tell me stuff, maybe you should consider that the reason why they're not telling you whatever it is that you need to know or you would like to know is because you've demonstrated that you're unable to handle information in a mature and or respectful way, okay? And of course this could be vice versa, but I'm reading the cards as they come. So please be mindful, this person is coming through as a King of Pentacles. They mean what they say, male, female, gender non-conforming. You're coming through as the Queen of Swords, moving like the Princess of Swords. So you have downgraded, in a sense, your maturity level around whatever this issue is. For some of you, this could have to do with a baby of some sort that you're dealing with, your whatever. So the point is, I want to pull your energy up. The point is, I'm going to, even if it's your inner child, right? I'm going to pull you up so that you can get back into this situation as an adult, okay? So I'm going to leave it here. If you'd like to work with me more personally, about your actual details instead of just the general dynamics, you know where to find me and my spirit team. God bless you. Until then, bye.